light is too bright for the cam, but with my naked eyes, like, that looks really amazing what I'm now staring at. I guess it's just too bright. It's a cloud just like really lit up by the sun up there, but with upper layer clouds in the background. Yeah, the cam is just picking up one white blur. Ugh. Ah, there you go. Look at that. I mean, that is... wow. Dutch skies, everybody. I mean, you couldn't make this up. This is just amazing looking. Seriously. What a sight. Alright. So it is Wednesday, the 30th of July 2025. Temperature is 21 degrees Celsius with 54% humidity, 19 kilometers an hour wind, 0% precipitation. Okay. I hope so. Oh, and the forecast, it's gonna be rain mostly now. Okay, but not today though. Okay. Right. Hope everybody's having a great morning or afternoon. I'm a bit daisy. I did kind of get up in time, but it's just like I feel like I could roll right back into bed. Because I'm still like my muscles are still like in the relaxed sleep state, it seems. Right, this certainly does help the whole dream walking thing. Staying in that. So yeah, hopefully today's show will be interesting. The Home Benjamin's show, yeah, I mean that's part of the reason why Owen just did his stream like super late and kept going until like 5 in the morning. But it was fun though. But eventually I had to just like, okay, I'm done. I gotta go to bed right now. It's too much. Too late. Can't really pay attention to anything at that time anyway, so... And I still remember from a whole while back that I could actually have amazing focus at 5 o'clock in the morning, but only if I went to bed at like 9 in the evening. Because I had a whole phase where I had like a continuous day-night rhythm shift. I called it like the 27-hour rhythm. between 25 and 27 hours and it lasted for like 4 years or something. It was very weird. But I needed that. Like, it was good to like go through all the different ways of like how you can have your day and night rhythm. I learned a lot. Right, anyhow, what's going on out there? Oh shit. Oh. Okay. Wednesday evening? When? How can that be on Wednesday? Is that last week? Was there like a giant earthquake last week? Because Wednesday evening, it's literally Wednesday. Oh wait, it's like in the Asian time. Wait, what? Whatever, apparently just a really like all-time big earthquake just happened in the Pacific. And there's tsunami warnings going around. 8.8 in magnitude. Oh wait, it's 6 strong. Okay. Off Russia's far eastern Kamchatka Peninsula. Right, so East Asia. Northeast. Right, so I don't understand how it's like Wednesday evening. Unless it would be right now in Asia, where of course the day is already a lot sooner, so then it would be evening. Oh, this is just so weird to read, like Wednesday evening, what? But it's still afternoon for me. But yeah, right now apparently in Asia, and it's evening there. So for them it's Wednesday evening. Big earthquake. 8.8 on the Richter scale. Tsunami warning. So this is just breaking. Better take some distance at the coast. Yeah, American West Coast. Right. Hmm. Right. So yeah, nothing other than that, and the usual business with the new world order and Trump and the EU head. I mean, it's like an elected bureaucrat that's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna just make all these deals and just basically like a dictator decide for everybody. She was never elected. And she's bypassing all national governments with her actions. And I mean, to be fair, and I warned about this, literally putting it in the title, like, this doesn't hold up. Like, it's not durable. Right, it's... yeah. It has no legal standing. It might work for a bit, but only as long as everybody involved actually will agree to it. I don't think anybody really, well, not everybody at least, agrees with it. It's not... So this is just kind of a band-aid temporary solution at best. Right? I mean, it's kind of nice to just lower the tariffs between Europe and America. I mean, okay. Good. That's always good. But I mean, for the long run, I mean, whatever deal that is supposed to proceed all that with weapons and all that, like, I mean, some European countries may be interested in that sort of thing. But not everybody, and it's like definitely not now while like the whole frickin' Ukraine crap is still rolling, right? Because these fucked up politicians, they're just gonna throw all that investment right into a black hole with no chance of winning, just a virtue signal. Like, they're so terrible. They're not interested in military security of our nations. Like, if they were, then they'd address the migration crisis, the illegal migration crisis, and all the shit that's going on there. Like, you need security, well, that's where it's needed. Right? So, I mean, jets and tanks are not gonna solve that issue. In fact, I think a lot of people in Europe are actually paying attention to how Trump is dealing with the migration crisis in the US with the southern borders and ICE agents. And I can tell you, like, we're more interested in that development. Because that's like, hey, we got all these out of control illegal migrant towns. We don't even know what's going on in there. You can't even get in there because they'll just frickin' attack you. Sometimes with like illegal machine gun weaponry and shit. Like, that it's totally out of control. Like, we want to know how you got all those ICE agents together and like how is that working out. We want to see if you'll succeed with all that. And then hopefully, like, I don't know, copy that policy. Train a bunch of people using that as an example and then like dealing with our migration crises over here. Like, that's what people actually need. Yeah, not frickin' jets and tanks. No matter how cool they look or whatever. I mean, in war, they're practically useless now. I mean, they're supplemental at best, because like the cost and vulnerability level is just, it's not doable. They're too costly, too vulnerable, too easily taken down with much cheaper resources. So, like, it's not worth it. Right, I don't, if that is even part of the package. I don't know exactly what supposed weapons package is part of the deal. Who knows, man? I don't, maybe it's just a lot of body armor or something. I mean, that's probably something we could use. I mean, if we want like riot forces or an ice-like agency that's big, yeah, you're gonna probably need a lot of body armor. So yeah, who knows? But the deal on itself, even though it might work right now, I mean, to us Europeans here, it really is like you're making a deal with Hitler. I hate using that as an example, but it is probably the most fitting in a universal sense. Right? Because by that time Hitler... Because Hitler did a lot of good in ways. Oh, how dare you? Yeah, I'm saying it. But he did, like, roll out propaganda tactics. Which is really just a shame, because it could have been really pure. And get sneaky and tactical with dealing. So he was like not reliable either when it came to making deals. And well, this person now at the helm, in control, despite not being chosen for that by the people, rather by their bureaucrats, by their clique, they choose it. Like, we can't trust that she is a representative of the people and has actually their interest at heart at all. So making a deal with her, like, it just feels like Trump, like, oh, you made a really good deal. Yeah, with frickin' Hitler. Like, with the problem, you made a really good deal with the problem here. It is a problem. I mean, we would really appreciate it if America would actually, like, emphasize more about how the EU government, von Leyen and all that, they're unelected. They're not actually elected. It's a bureaucracy. They're like a technocrat from a group of self-appointed elites. It's very Nazi-like, and making a deal with a group like that doesn't look good. Right? Unless it's all, well, temporary solutions. Some freaking robot telephone call. Yeah, I'm not doing that shit. Yeah, a lot of people also, there's articles popping out about how the Nazis actually won the war. I mean, you could already argue through a whole NASA development, Project Paperclip. But the Nazi ideology seemed to have like seeded itself with nobility, like with the noble, like they have like sided with them and integrated with them, and like it just seems like these people that are nobility are now having a tendency of being like Nazis together. It's very surreal, but I mean, and it's disappointing, because I would much prefer I guess maybe unrealistic or more dreamy, but just like the idea of the noble king. Make noble men noble again, right? And not just control at any cost. No. Like, we don't want noblemen to be basically like demons that are just like clawing everything together and being super deceptive and paranoid and like afraid of losing it all. And no. Why did we give all these noblemen power in the first end? How did they attain that? Well, by being noble, by being, talking about ancestors, I mean, it's multiple generations for a lot of them, being noble, doing noble deeds, doing good deals for the people, being educational and for civilization, setting a right example, setting trends for style. Right? That is what kind of like what they're supposed to be doing. Not be like a scheming Nazi conspiracy group. It's just such a waste. Such a waste. There's so much good they could do, and they're all squandering it. They're squandering the opportunity to actually do a unique good that they could have chosen to do, but instead they've allowed themselves, all these noble families, they've allowed themselves to be snared in this megalomaniacal insanity. It's such a shame. Right. So yeah, you could argue the Nazis, or rather Nazi Germany as an empire fell. But Nazism itself, it did spread out. And in a way, it's not strange, because Hitler, with all that stuff, also very early on was like, we need to like seed the world, and like we need this to become the new thing. So, and that was even before like everything went like super dark and just never ending war shit. So it's not strange that they made the connections. I'm just really disappointed with humanity, you could say. that they didn't like, hey, there are some good things about this, and there's some really bad things about this. What if we just take those good things? Like a sense of pride and to be better, to set the example. And not to treat everybody else like shit, but to just be better, set an example, have style. Be the envy to look up against, like, right? Don't be envious. Don't be greedy. But like, become the envy of the nation by example. By just being really good at something. And setting examples and like being concerned with people and the environment and its smooth and constructive progression. They could have taken all that, but instead they got caught up in a bunch of crazy ass banker schemes, and now it's all just, oh, how can we need to get the confidence back of the people. What, after you declare they're all pieces of shit and you're gonna systemically basically eradicate them? Through a technocracy? And medically? Like, oh, you need to get our trust back. Well, there's really one way you could do that, and that is to freaking abandon that fucking insanity publicly and like show us how you are literally making the funding for those programs stop. And like making it stop. Yeah? So that, I mean, if you don't, you can't fool us into trusting you again. Like, it's not gonna work anymore. Whether you use some politician or some unelected bureaucrat that's really wealthy or whatever, the envy of the rest of the grabblers, like, it doesn't matter. Like, we're not gonna trust you until you, and you can't trick it, until you really prove that you're abandoning this insane 1984 world domination plan. and this pointless need for the extermination of the people, especially the people in the West. I mean, we don't want to exterminate anybody really, but I understand the need that there might be, like, you want population balance. You don't want everybody to just like, actual overpopulation, which really does not happen. It's not really happening. Right? The original idea, and a lot of people got caught up in it, and I did too for a bit. Until I really started to see the fruits. It's like, yeah, I don't want to be overrun by all these poor people. Like, yeah, you gotta do something about that. And then so they get tricked and into schemes, and then, okay. But the damage that is caused as a side effect by all this scheming seems way worse. The influence that it's had, the example that it's set for people, the demonic echoes of it that slip into the culture and into the commonly accepted thought patterns, is way bigger a problem than actually dealing with, oh, maybe we got a little bit more people than we have food. Seriously. Problems are bigger. The pollution, the spiritual pollution, is a bigger problem. And the population decrease, I mean, especially with the horrifying big worldwide medical experiment in 2020, if you had any like logical interest in like population control, we need to balance that out, make sure that it doesn't like, oh, it overspills and then the island topples and blah blah blah. Like, yeah, okay, well, it shouldn't be an issue anymore. I mean, the big medical experiment has done so much procreational damage. I mean, it's rather an issue, like, logically, like, didn't you go a bit too far with that? Like, is what's left even gonna be capable of actually growing out of it? Right? It's like pruning a tree. Like, from the eugenicist perspective, you're pruning the tree, you need it, but like, if you just chop off the entire fucking thing, it's like, yeah, maximum pruning. But can it, now it needs to like grow out of the stem, out of the roots? Is it even going to be capable of doing that? And like, is this really the wisest course of action? I think that's a universal no. I think that even people that understand like eugenics, why that existed as an idea, as a pragmatic concept, everybody understands now. It's like, yeah, that's really cool. It went too far. Uncontrollable damage. So even the premise of like, oh, population control and management, we have to sterilize some of them. Well, you went way too far with that shit. And the spiritual psychological damage as a side effect alone has been just cataclysmic. The trust is broken, and you can't unbreak that until everybody that was involved faces justice for their actions, and everybody gets to see that. Yeah, regaining trust, you can really only regain it through justice. Through admission, through surrender to God, through making it stop, making the burden stop for those who have a sense of justice. To have, it needs to be resolved, because it's just going to be a weight spiritually that's just going to stay there, and until it can be finally let go because it's resolved, like, you're not going to gain the trust. It's just not gonna happen. There is no possible way to attain it. And I'm gonna take it even further, like, oh, well, we use like terror and fear and just be overwhelmed, show some spectacle of force and like more police brutality against specific protesters. It doesn't work either. Like, you've already terrorized the shit out of us in many ways. Like, we've grown skin against it. The public has. You've subjected us to so much psychological pressure. There's an entire generation that's now like becoming adolescent, that has lived through this constant psychological pressure and manipulation. They're immune to it. They're immune to it to the point where they'd rather die than give in to it. Like, oh, just do this. Like, no. And you're not going to be able to sway their minds. The only thing that can do that is justice. The only thing that can restore order is justice. Only justice can realign all the minds, put them to ease, get to the point where we feel unity again. Through justice. Not some trickery. Because the level of immunity that we are gaining after being exposed to all this psychological manipulation for decades now. Your ability to do that, even though very sophisticated and well developed, is not going to be sufficient to overcome the natural immunity that we've built up against it. It just doesn't work anymore. People can still technically be tricked individually, but they're overall aware of how things are, of the natural order of things with manipulation, and they can't be fooled to snap into your worldview that you want them to have so that you can have control. It's not going to work. You can't do any operations to attain that trust. You just can't. Only justice. Yeah, this works as a title. Right, so I got a good title now, fitting the subject that I've been bringing up. Can't use trust, what the? Okay, that's weird. Right, the elite regaining trust can only be achieved through justice and the public's natural immunity against manipulation. That's just we should just take the out of there. Live title crafting. Yeah. The elite regaining trust can only be achieved through justice and the public is attaining natural immunity against manipulation. Right. It requires like 2 generations before they could start fooling again. It's 2 generations. If we even get those generations going, right? I mean, the damage that is done has been enormous and out of control. So yeah. We got 2 generations, newer generations. We're not going to be manipulated, and yeah, now let's see what happens with the follow-up generations, because they will be foolable again, especially if we don't warn those follow-up generations. But even then, they did not live through it, literally. They might be seduced in figuring it out through practice, because they really want to know what it is. Right? The public can only be immunized against certain types of manipulation and deception processes by going through it. And then, after decades, newer generations get born. Well, they did not go through it. So they could then learn it from their parents about it. But that's not the same as having it like thoroughly in your being because you went through it. And so yeah, newer generations always become vulnerable against trickery, and they will be like seeking it out. They will be curious against it or for it, as was I when I was younger. I was curious. Right, but yeah, on the short term, there's literally nothing they can do. This is gonna last decades before they can even make the tide turn in the other direction again. Talking about the elite, right? Because all they need, the trust, yeah, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna get it. Okay. Typo alert. Oh, what? I don't see where there's a typo person. The typo police, I think they might be just wrong. Yeah, just did spelling check, no typo, nope. It's all correct. Immunity. I'm sorry? What are you talking about? That is how you spell it. That's. I mean, do I need to show you? Do I actually need to show you the screen with the title on video? There you go. Yeah, that's what it says. Right, hope everybody's having a great day and you appreciate the subject, what I'm talking about. I do feel very inspired again. Hey! OBS is giving me a freaking red light for some reason. Okay, it's normal. I changed it. Dude, it was already like that. What are you talking about? Just refresh. I changed the title like 10 times in the course of 5 minutes, so yeah. Check my rosemary plant, crushing it. Great. It's really grown, I get the feel. Like, it is bigger than it was. It's scaled up, I think, like 10 to 20% since I first got it. Since I put it in here. weather's beautiful out there. Check it out. Big swaths of blue sky. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Pretty amazing how it could just change around like that relatively quick. Alright. Anyway, I hope everybody's enjoying this Wednesday. I wrote some stuff. I make notes sometimes when I have ideas and just put it in the Flat Earth Early Bird chat over at Windows or at Microsoft Teams. I wrote something down called the Cycle of Evil. Different states. Like real evil people cycle through. I can read that out. Don't know if I'm really gonna be able to follow up on it a lot. Right, but the cycle of evil is megalomania, dementia, remorse, and suppression. And then back to megalomania again. Just keep cycling. Right? Megalomania, delusional, destructive, betrayal, opposing God, dementia, losing grip, getting sloppy, making mistakes, remorse, remembering yourself, depression, vulnerability, suppression, drugs, reset, forgetting yourself. And those are like the 4 states of mind that you're going to be cycling through. And you won't be able to get out of it. Because by escaping the previous cycle, you inevitably open up for the next part in the cycle, and they just can't get out of it. So yeah, cycle of evil, megalomania, dementia, remorse, and suppression. Right, because people forget that even evil people, they do have a sense of remorse. It's just they don't show it. Because showing remorse to evil people towards other evil people is like a sign of weakness. It doesn't mean that they don't experience that and they don't have like internal reactions to it. They do. And because of that, they get trapped in the cycle of evil. I'm gonna add that to the title. It is kind of appropriate. Fits right in with the other things. There you go. Long title day. Flat Earth Early Bird 2364. The elite reigning trust can only be achieved through justice. The public is attaining natural immunity against manipulation and the 4 stages of the cycle of evil. Yeah. That's the sort of thing I try to figure out. You could also call it 4 stages of the cycle of sin. Or wickedness. Like the cycle of the wicked. That may be even more appropriate for a name. Yeah, I'm doing that. Right, so yeah, if anybody has any questions about any aspect of the title, has their own ideas that they are infused with as a response to being confronted with the title, let me know, right? Feedback. I mean, spelling correction is nice and all, but I mean, literally, like, there's an automated function for that already. So you're not really contributing a lot by just doing that. Alright, I hope everybody appreciates my show though. I do my best. Do my best to keep applying what I can. Like, the things that I can see, the systems that are revealed to me, the patterns and the logic between them, the balance, right? You can figure out patterns, not just perceive them, but also learn to understand how they work. That everything finds its balance. And then sometimes you just get stuck in the vicious cycle. That's it, dude. The vicious cycle of the wicked. That is what this is. That, wow. I don't know why I didn't see that before. Because it is a vicious cycle. Like, it already is that. And it's evil, and it is vicious, and it's like, wow, multiple meanings coming together just through one word. Those are signs. When a word is true in more than one ways, that's always a sign. Right? It gains fractal depth. Right. Just type it so you can see it on the screen. 2 steps. Right. So yeah, I think I'm gonna round out the show. It's been pretty good. Maybe I'm a bit slow for some people out there and like, why aren't you non-stop rambling and complaining about everything? And how can we keep our attention if there's not somebody you're presenting for us to hate? Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm sorry that you're scapegoat addicts. It's, you might be trapped in the cycle of the wicked. Might just read it and analyze, like, is this a cycle that is familiar to you? You might have a problem. Right. So thanks everyone for coming. Hope you liked this show. I thought it was really interesting. Even though I might not be non-stop rambling. So weird that you are, and why? Why do you leave the long pauses? Why do you just take it really easy at times and then... No, I just need that. I need the space. Like these ideas that come rolling out of me, it's not like I prepared all the scripts of what I'm gonna say for the show ahead of time. Like, no, it has to naturally arrive. Just hello, diver sailor. Oh, nice. Two, lol, yeah. Very familiar to you too, I bet. Hey, Mandy Young. Good to see you. Very typical. Very typical. You're all suddenly popping up right as I'm rounding out. So typical. It's like I'll just snap out of the dream or something. And like, oh yeah, wait. We have to actually prove to him we're there or he's gonna round out. Hi. Yeah, I bet you think 2 is really funny there. 180 dumb. I bet. Yeah, dementia, losing grip, getting sloppy, making mistakes. Yeah, it is a natural response though. It is that fall after the megalomania. Like, it's that simple. Like, it's a natural consequence. You have megalomania, then you think you're like God, and you can do better, you got control, and then dementia sets in. It's a natural response to losing yourself within, yeah, to the forces. They take their toll. You lose cohesion, you become demented. That's why it's there. It's a great show. Okay. I agree, definitely watch it. Definitely watch from the start. Right, and I can also really use some support. So if you like what I do here, if you appreciate what I talk about, the ideas that I put together, and hopefully it made sense to you, you could recognize the patterns. Or if you appreciate what I do, besides like giving the show a Rogan's Up, which is really awesome, I could really use some support through the PayPal or the Super Chat in the Rumble, which eventually also ends up at PayPal. But I mean, through the PayPal directly is definitely the best option, because then I just get it immediately. And everything that you're gonna support me with, it's immediately gonna be invested in food. Because that's the thing that I need. And it all just got more expensive here too, so please support your local Arwin. Hey, well, Fiber Roads, good to see you. Right. Not great then? No, it was great, definitely. Wherever you are. Account made last week. I really hope you appreciate my show. Any feedback on it would be great. Right? And that could also be like if you think like, oh, there might be something missing there, or hey, where do you think that this type of experience fits within the cycle of the wicked, right? That kind of thing. Or, I mean, a logical question for anybody would be, what do you mean with justice in that first sentence? Elite regaining trust can only be achieved through justice. Like, you don't mean social justice, do you? Yeah, of course I don't mean that, because that's not actually justice, it's Marxist equity. And that isn't justice. It's forcing things that are not just. So yeah, if you have any questions about what I talked about, or what is in the title, ask, or make a statement. That's all good. Alright, now thanks for the Rogans up, guys. I appreciate it. Right. Okay. Well, since I think everybody probably like I was is kind of like in a dreamy state today, and like yeah, I woke up with my alarm clock and I got up right away, but then it was just like I feel like I'm half a zombie still sleeping. And I mean, I function great even, like, when I'm like that, I can function absolutely. It's just one thing that I don't have any control over when I'm like that is, like, my composure, how I'm actually, like, holding myself up, being representative. But other than that, like, yeah, I can, like a robot, just do anything. In a half-dream state, works great. Oh, send me a PayPal. Yeah. I mean, I'm always for that. I'd really appreciate that. 5 roads. Yeah, I definitely use support like that if you can miss it. I mean, I hear you've been doing great selling more paintings and all, and I'm like, that's awesome. So yeah, if you can afford it and you want to help me out, that would be fantastic. You will definitely be blessed for it. Right. But I am gonna round out the show now, because I'm getting kind of hungry and I really want to go out shopping for groceries in this beautiful weather before any potential rain might suddenly come down. It doesn't look like it will, though. I mean, it's just great. Weather's great right now. I want to go through that. Add to the cycle of the game. I don't understand what you meant with that though. Oh! I got it! Thanks, man! That's really helpful. Thanks. Fiber oats, everybody. Of my long-time supporters, I really appreciate. I also appreciate our conversations. I hope you're realizing that. Right. I just got a shot of 3D trolling energy. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that. I mean, it's also part of the wicked. I mean, trolls go through the cycle of the wicked too. Right? Just because you have megalomania doesn't automatically mean that you're in power. People that don't have any power can be wicked too, and addicted to it, because you can't get out of it because it's so hard to get away from. Right, but I really appreciate it, Fibroach. Thanks for the PayPal, very encouraging. Immediately getting hungry. That's my response. It's like my stomach's like, more food? Yes, more food. Be patient though, it's not right now. Right. But yeah, if you came in late, definitely watch the show from the beginning. I was very inspired. Started out a bit slow, but like consistent though. And I mean, yeah, when you read the title, you know. Because the title does really reflect the quality of the show. It really does. I always take great care in making the title during the show. Like, that's what I do. Right. But it's great to have a PayPal at the end. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a great day. And be careful with the trolling energy. I mean, I get it. Just don't get too caught up in it. Just give them more justification to themselves for doing what they do in the end. So you gotta be careful. Right? I just try to have a, like, negating policy. Like, yeah, they effectively just don't exist. They have no influence, even though that's exclusively what they want. To distract, to pull me down to their level, and so I'm not gonna do that. But for real, not just show like they're not, but really not let it get to me. And it's working great. It's been working for a while. Like, I feel like I'm getting in the final stages of immunity against trolling. And I'm very happy to finally get there. It took me long enough, damn it. But I mean, you can already compare like the trolling activity that happens now and how I deal with it now compared to like 5 years ago. It's a world of difference, and everybody that's watched me for that long, they know. Like Amanda Young knows. Don't you, Amanda? Like, you've seen me through all this. You've seen me go ape shit. You know what that was like. It doesn't happen anymore. I'm dealing with it now. Like, the roots of that are still in here. It's just I know how to manage everything that surrounds that way better, to the point where I'm not forced to let it manifest anymore. It doesn't need to. I can bypass it now.
and hopefully it will stay and become even better. To the point where it won't even burden me anymore. That would be great. Right, anyhow, but I am rounding out the show. Hope you all appreciated it. Thanks everyone for coming. Hope you liked the show. If you did, then don't forget to Rogans it up. And if you haven't already, follow me here on Rumble and be here when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me through PayPal, Patreon, GiftSendGo. Links are in the description box below, or send me super chat over at the Rumble live chat when the show is live. Any support would be greatly appreciated. Oh yeah, you can also subscribe to my channel. You can do the join thing, but I don't really know how to operate that. It's like some other social media branch thing. I don't really understand it yet. Somebody else on Rumble like told me about it, and it's just like, okay, I'll do that too, but I don't really know what I'm doing with that. Right. But of course, PayPal is always the #1 support method. That's the most helpful, and thank you again, Fibroads, for the support. Right, I'll be back tomorrow with Flat Earth Early Bird number 2365 on a Thursday. Hope to see you all then. Everybody have a great day today. Hope you got enjoyable weather like me too. Make sure to enjoy the day. The subjects that I brought up, and I don't know, maybe some of you just need some time to process it and then come back to me about it later. I mean, it seemed to work like with the other show, right? The conscious child and the subconscious parent. When I first brought that up, I didn't get any response. And the second day, not a lot. But the third day, then everybody was into it. So, yeah. It just takes some time for people to get into it, I think. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to bring the 4 stages of the vicious cycle of the wicked back up for comparison. I mean, this is a good thing to try to compare with, like, wicked or apparently wicked players out there. Like, are they stuck in this cycle of evil? Like, what are the signs? Are you taking notice of their, like, mood shifts and suddenly flip around in their behavior and then returning back and acting like nothing had happened or anything? Like, that kind of thing. It's all part of the cycle of the wicked, right? But we'll get back to that another day. So, yeah, everybody have a great rest of this Wednesday. I hope to see you again on the next show. And until that next video, keep it flat.